Alright, HadesOmega here. I'm doing a quick video on my new my coin setup here. So I moved about like 6 months ago or something, and I'm finally getting around to getting these coins out of the boxes. So if you're a coin collector like HadesOmega, right, and I mean like challenge coins, I'll show you what the coins look like after, but I'll give you a little tour of them. But I found these at Ikea. This is the Ikea Mosslanda is what it's called. Mosslanda. Let me get some light on there. There you go. So it's an Ikea Mosslanda. This is the 45 1/4 inch or 115 centimeter version. They have different ones. They have one that's like half of this, and they have some really small ones too. But I got the longest one because they cost about the same price, and there's really, you get more for your money if you buy the long ones. But obviously you have to have a place to put them. So I'm living in this really small room now, so I have to really organize my stuff now. I gotta take advantage of all the space I got. So what these are really for are to put picture frames on them. So there's a little indentation here on the side, and then you can put a picture frame on the side here, and then like it'll like lean against the wall. Is what they're going for. But I thought like, hey, you know what? I was looking for shelves to put my coin holders up. These are these I forget. I got these on Amazon. They're like a big coin holder. It holds like 50 coins or something, and I have like 3 of them, I think, or 4 of them. I'm not sure. But yeah, and they're really heavy. So with the coins on them, they're really heavy. So I decided, yeah, well, that might instead of getting just a shelf that just like it hangs out, a shelf would probably go like double that. It'll probably stick out to like here. I wanted to go with the coin. With these picture frame holders, it's a cleaner installation, and of course you get less space to put stuff. But there, as you can see, there's still some space left, but it actually fit the coin holders perfectly. So if you have like a coin holders like this, this is perfect for it. It fits there perfectly. And the way you mount it there are these 3 screws. There's 3 holes on it. You could probably put more holes if you wanted, but there's 2 of them right there. And these fit. It fits perfectly in the groove. So I actually did my homework right. This one kind of doesn't fit. I don't know. Maybe they don't make these perfectly every time. This one is older than the other one. I could tell. This one was in this house when it caught on fire, because that's why it's all dirty and stuff. So that one's much older than the other one. So I guess they don't make them all a spec, but they all fit in this little groove here. So, and like if I didn't want to use it for coins, I could have put other stuff. I could have put picture frames and stuff on there. So it's a nice little shelf, and it doesn't require you to have the little triangles like to put a shelf up. Basically, you just use 3 screws. Now, if you aren't putting a lot of weight on it, you could probably get away with just not putting wall anchors. So I'm gonna kind of tell you how I did it. I'm not gonna show you because it's already done. But I have these other 2 here, but it's pretty simple. So I had one of these IKEA screw kits here, and I also had a stud finder. If you could mount this on a stud, that would be good, but none of the holes lined up with the stud. So you can see like there's a stud like over here, but it doesn't line up right there, There's a stud right here, but like if I moved it, it would hit like stuff. So I decided, nope, not gonna mount it on a stud. But if you can mount it on a stud, I would at least line a screw up to a stud with a stud finder. I just bought this stud finder, so and I wound up. Well, it kind of told me like, hey, we can't use a stud to mount it. So ideally, you want to use a stud to mount it because that's the strongest point. But yeah, so yeah, it uses 3 screws. It does not come with the screws. Basically, all it comes with is the plastic, a manual, and like these cardboard ends right here to protect it. And they do sell them in different colors. I chose white because I have like white stuff in my. I have like a mismatch of white and black. I have a white door. I have a black safe. I have a black TV. another white door, white trim, and then white. And then I have my detolf cases are like almost black, or like a really dark brown, and I have like a black Billy Blue. I know I have like a lot of IKEA shit in my room. You know, HadesOmega prefers to shop at IKEA. But yeah, so it mounts with 3 screws. I used the biggest screw basically, right here. The biggest screw is right here. That's what I used. And really, the drywall is only like that, that's where the drywall comes up to. So what I did is I used 2 wall anchors. I was like, man, maybe we don't need to use three wall anchors. That might be a little overkill. So the center one is mounted on a screw, just a screw to the drywall, and then the other ones were on the wall anchors. So I think the drill bit I used was 21/64. I don't know if that's the right one. It had some weird number, like something 51, or like I don't know what kind of number that was. So I just kind of guessed. I kind of mated the drill up. So I used 21/60. I used 11/32 also, but I think it's better for it to be tighter. It does stick out a little bit, so it has a little wobble because of the wall anchors, but that's okay. Yeah, it's simple, you know. You don't have a lot of stuff hanging off of it, and you can put other stuff on it, you know. And then I could like put more posters and stuff. There used to be, she used to be up there. But yeah, so this is where my coins are gonna go. So I'll show you what it looks like when all the coins are up. Hopefully it holds all the coins, because the coins are heavy. they get heavy when you get a lot of them. So yeah, and I have 2 more. I'm planning to put those maybe like over here somewhere. Maybe put like one here and then one here in the middle. And so I gotta move some of this stuff. That's okay. Probably, I think I should have mounted this higher, but that's okay. I like the height it is right now. So I can like pretty easily just put stuff on there, you know. And the good thing is it's not a shelf. This is my table where this is my computer office here. So like if I get up off of my chair, I won't hit this or anything, because it doesn't stick out a whole lot like a regular shelf, you know. I guess you can get small shelves, but this is the simplest, and it was the cheapest. I think they were like, I don't remember how much they cost. I think they were like $10 each or something. It was the cheapest option too, cheapest and simplest. You don't have to buy the triangle supports, and then you don't have to buy, yeah, basically you don't buy the triangle supports, and then like it just mounts like this. I do know IKEA has some other stuff that doesn't have supports either, but yeah, I suggest if you don't mount it on a stud, use a wall anchor. I used 2 out of 3 of the screws are wall anchors. So there you go. So for those of you coin collectors or challenge coin collectors and have this kind of coin holder here set up, this works perfectly. I just found that out. And so I got 2 more to put up, but I only have 3 of these, so I'm gonna have to buy another one. I'm running out of like coin space. I'm gonna have to rearrange my coins again. But yeah, it actually turned out really good. I'm really happy with the way it is. So I'll shoot a quick video after I'm done putting all the stuff up, and we'll see if it holds it all. But I'm pretty sure it will. Like I ain't gonna do no pull-ups on it or anything, but I'm pretty sure it'll hold some coins. Plus the reason you can have something this short is like the lever action isn't really that long. It's not sticking out that far, so it doesn't really need a bottom support. So it's just kind of just pressing against the wall, and it's flat against the wall too. Helps. All right, HadesOmega out. And it's not June anymore. I just realized that it's July. It's the Z. I gotta put the Z up there. All right. So I also wanted to point out, you don't even have to put just stuff. You don't have to put you can put like a CD up there. Got this new Teddy Lloyd CD that I bought. So it has a little groove for something to sit on, so it doesn't slip off, you know. But you put this guy here, you know. It's designed for that kind of stuff. Shit, maybe you can even put this car models. Oh yeah, that does work good. Yeah, so that doesn't fit quite perfectly, but you can put something underneath it so it doesn't whoop, flop over like that. Actually looks pretty good. Or you can put it like that. Hopefully it doesn't fall over, but it actually works. And then like it's kind of like at an angle or something. It's like it's on a NASCAR track or something. Yeah, I can't think of. You probably put a stuffed animal on it or something. It works perfectly for stuff. And I'm sure you can. I don't know how much weight they can handle. Let's go look at the manual real quick. Okay, so that's how they intend you to use it. See, just put something on there and you kind of lean it against the wall, and hopefully it won't fall the other way. You can use you can either use the lip here to stop it, or you can use the little channel that they made there that I showed you. It says max 45 centimeters high. You probably don't want to put something too tall, but there it is. So you're supposed to use the flat ones like I showed you, and then you use, yeah, so I did use that. I had a level, and what I did was I mounted the middle one first, and then I put the level on it. I made sure it was level, and then I stuck the other ones in there, and then I took them out, and then I put the wall anchors in, so let's use them to mark it. So, and it worked perfectly. So. Also, yeah, this shows you that there's a long one and there's a short one. The short one has 2 screws, and the long one has 3 screws like mine. It doesn't say how much weight you can put on it. Like now, this was intended to hold picture frames. I don't know if it could hold coins. That's the thing. But that's why I use the wall anchors. It doesn't make any mention about wall anchors at all. Yeah, it just says screw it into the wall. But like, yeah, if you want to use it for coins, I would just use wall anchors. Also, it comes with these white dot stickers. You put those over the screws to hide the screws. So there it is. That is the Mosslanda picture frame holder that I'm using as a coin holder. Hopefully it holds the coins without breaking. Okay, so I'll go over a quick install real quick. So I decided to put the next one over here, and it's just gonna go across the wall. I kind of measured it. It'll definitely fit, but I have to move some stuff. But I'm gonna put the first one right here, the second one actually. So I thought maybe it would actually fit up here. You can probably do that, but like you'll be looking at the coins and you won't be able to see the coins. Like the coins will be way up there, and like whereas these ones you can still see them because they're kind of they're like pretty much eye level. So I decided against that. We'll just put something up there. It's okay. So I've decided to just put them along this wall right here. So to do that, I got my screws ready. I should probably get my anchors ready too, or we'll use 2 anchors again. And then yeah. So start with the first one. So basically, what I'm gonna do, I can't really show you, but I won't show you in real time, but just kind of figure out where you're going to put it. Like right there is probably where I want it. It's not rocket science. And then just go ahead and get your level. Okay, so just go ahead and get your level, and then line it up. Line it up to the middle screw, or it could be anywhere actually. And then just make sure it's level. So it looks like it's pretty low. It looks like it might have to turn to the right a bit, rotate to the right. So right about there is level. And then what I want to do is take my first screw and screw it in. And I'll show you that later. Okay, so I kind of screwed up first. What I should have done is I should have checked for the stud first, if there were any. So according to my stud finder, there's one right here. And there's one right here, so I actually want to get that on the stud. So what I want to do is get a pencil, so that way our center one So I'm going to be shifting it over to the left a little bit, probably like 5 inches almost. Right, so that's the middle right here. So I want to mark the middle there. Here. Hopefully those line up. And then what I want to do is get a ruler or my level here. My level. So you can make sure it's lined up properly too. Just draw a line to the bottom of the thing here. So I'm showing you how to do it on a stud, and that's like the strongest way. Big line on the wall. I can erase it later. Alright, so that's where we want to get our screw in. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out again. And now I have a hole in my wall. Well, but the good thing is this will cover it, so. So we're going to move this over to where the stud is. Hopefully that's where the stud is. That's where the center of the stud is, according to my stud finder. And then just level it as best as you can again. Tough. Okay. And then you want to go ahead and screw in your stud now. And just put the screw in the stud, if I can find the screw. Okay. Okay, so that's in there really strong now. So you know what? Instead of using the wall anchors, and since we got it on the stud, I think the rest of them we're just gonna put on the rest of them. I'm just gonna anchor it to the wall. So if you do find a stud, the way I mentioned earlier, if you can't find a stud or like you can't find one that fits perfectly, you know, this one just happened to fit perfectly. Like it's okay. Like I had to shift it over a little bit, but it actually fit on the stud. Like I could feel it. There was resistance when it came in. I might have hit it at a weird angle or something, but it's okay. So like that's super strong right now. So now you're gonna want to get your other screws in. Yeah, that's pretty good already. Just try to line it up, get it level as best as you can. That looks level right there. And then just go ahead and put the rest of your screws in. I hit another stud. What the hell? There's not a stud there. Oh yeah, there is a stud there. Holy crap. Oh, alright. I guess I got lucky. There's two studs. What's on this one? Oh, there's a stud. There's something like a stud here. It's gonna go like this. It's gonna go like that when I get it in. So I guess I picked a good place where like all the studs seem to line up with the hole. So I got really lucky on this one. So I don't really need wall anchors for this. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead. If you guys can see what I'm doing. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the third one in. Holy crap, it's right in there. Okay, I got really lucky. That is super solid. That is not going anywhere, man. So I got really lucky on that one. I hit all the studs were like in the right position. It was like perfect. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah, this one is a little bit on the corner. That's why I felt it go like that a little bit when it went in. And I came in cockeyed. There's like two studs here. I don't know why. There's like one right here also, and it's a little bit on the inside also. It was kind of, that one went in really solid though. So there we go. If you get it on the stud, you don't really have to do anything else. So that one is done. So I'm going to go ahead and install the other one. I don't think I'm going to be so lucky on this side, so I think I'm going to have to move Ren over there, and all this other stuff has to come off of my wall. So, all right, so that's how you install it on a stud. In this situation, I got super lucky that the studs were right there already. So, yeah. So I don't have to like take it out again and put the wall anchor. I just have to make sure it was in there and it was level. The first one was like dead on. Like I said, the first one was dead on the stud, like right in the center. That was good. And these ones were like a little bit on offset, so they kind of came in cockeyed. So that stud is probably kind of messed up now. Maybe, I don't know. All right, so let's see how that side turns out. All right, here's what I got. Okay, so what I've decided to do, so I found out that this third one that I got won't actually fit here. So I was planning to put it right here, but it won't fit anymore. Because I moved, man, just barely, just like half an inch, and I could have got it in there. But yeah, no dice. So what I've decided to do is I'm just gonna put it on top of this one here. Since there's a stud there, it should be easy to mount. All I have to do is screw it in. So all I have to do is just make sure I get it straight in the center, and that should be easy. So what I did was I drew a line right there in the center. That's the line that I drew before, and so that's the center, that center stud, and then I just made it longer basically, and then I'm going to try my best to screw it on there, the center one first, and then line it all up. So there'll be one stacked on top of the other, kind of like how I wanted to do this. But I won't put coins on it. The coins will be on the bottom ones, and then the top one will be like whatever. I can put like stuff like that, you know, that kind of stuff, like boxes or figures, whatever. Should be cool. Yeah, so these are like really handy. You can put a lot of stuff on it. If you really like to display stuff, it's good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll just show you how. It's pretty much the same process as it was before, and I'll show you how it turned out. Okay, so I got it 2/3 of the way done. So this one actually kind of turned out better because I checked it with the stud finder before I did it. So I can tell where the hole is on this right one here. It's a little bit to the right. It's on the right side of the stud, so I have to make sure. So I made sure to drill screw the screw in a little bit cockeyed to the inside a little bit. So this one is the opposite. This one is like, oh, it shows two studs at the same time. It's crazy. So this one is on the right side of the stud. So I'm gonna want to do this exact same thing with this side. I want to point it to the left. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Click. Alright, that's in there. That's solid. So there it is. That's my setup. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. When I got everything up on there. So I think that turned out really good. The height and everything was perfect. there's just enough room to get this up off of here, you know, if I needed to take it out and get it back in. Same thing with the top, I think, I hope. I haven't checked yet. But yeah, it's perfect. A little extra more room on that side. Probably could have made it a little taller, but that's okay. It's just right. Awesome. The coin thingies fit perfectly. And then to finish it off, I could put those white dot things here to hide the screws. But I'm going to be putting stuff on it. It's going to hide the screws anyway, so I've decided to go with that. So there you go. That's they're all mounted. Alternatively, I think in the future, I'm gonna go for this one right here. I'm just gonna put another shelf on top of this one. So I think I only bought 3 of them, so yeah, and I can put whatever I want on it because I have so much stuff to display and not a lot of space. So this is a good way to save space, and yeah, it's pretty strong. So this one has this one has the 2 wall anchors, and then just one. The center one is just screwed into the drywall. So hopefully that's pretty strong. It seems like it's pretty strong. So what I might do is I might put the coins going from left to right, like that. So lefties to righties. The way I set the coins up are I put it chronologically and by kind of like priority, like and I'll go over that when I get it all up there. So yeah, I kind of like I like how it turned out. It turned out really good. And it was total luck that all the studs lined up. So like if you can mount it like that, that's the best way. It's the strongest way. It's not gonna break or anything. I could probably do pull up on that. No, well, maybe not. But yeah, but you'll need a stud finder for that. If you just kind of just randomly drilling stuff into your walls, then you don't know what you're gonna find. But maybe you might hit a stud, maybe you won't. That's the way I've been doing it the last couple months. So, but now I finally bought a stud finder. If you're gonna put something heavy on it, I would suggest you use a wall anchor. It's stronger. But you could try to screw it in with the screw into the wall, and if it doesn't fit, if it comes loose later, then you want to put one of these guys. It's because I had that same problem happen in our laundry room. It was loose already, and I was like, oh well, we better put a wall anchor. So that's what we wound up doing. So yeah. And then you probably want to watch out for electrical lines. I don't think I saw any. I don't really know how to check for them on that stud finder. But that stud finder works pretty damn good. I'm glad I bought it. If you're just in case you're wondering, I bought this I still have the box for it. I bought this at Costco. It's a professional stud finder, ProFinder 6000 by Precision Sensors, I guess. I got it at Costco for it comes with the batteries too, for $30, and it works pretty damn good. It's the first time I've seen one this big. I probably would have gone with a zircon or something, but it even has the instructions right here, and it tells you where, as you saw how I was using it earlier. It tells you where the stud is, and all of it at one time. So if there was a really big stud, all of these would be lit up. In fact, it even showed me there's 2 studs right here. See, right next to each other. There's 2 studs. I don't know why. But, there must be something in between them. But, yeah. So it shows you where the center is and where the edges are, and obviously you want to put it on the center. So it's really easy to use. I'm glad I bought it. It was worth every penny, every time. Well, I don't know. I know I'm only going to use it not very often, but hey, at least I know. I know where to mount stuff if I need it to be super duper strong. I highly suggest that if you can mount it on a stud, mount it on a stud. So, or else you just you'll just get a hole in your drywall. Alright, so I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. HadesOmega out.